Hi, everyone. Today I am reading Crossings, Extraordinary Structures for Extraordinary Animals. This book is written by Katy S. Duffield and illustrated by Mike Orodan. Now, I can already see on this cover with that strategy we practiced, see, wonder, think. A lot of cool things to see, even though it looks simple at the first glance. I can see what maybe is a mountain lion. I wonder why the mountain lion is going at the top like that. I think maybe it's a bridge, but we'll have to read to find out more. Okay. Crossings, extraordinary structures for extraordinary animals. I love a title page, and I can see all these different kinds of animals crossing over the words. Oh, I love this. Okay. Over, under, across, through. Around the world, construction crews build overpasses, underpasses, bridges, and tunnels, ways for people to get from one place to another. But what about the animals that live in those places? What happens when construction spreads over, under, across, and through their habitats? Look at these beautiful illustrations. This kind of pink speckly technique in the background that looks kind of gray and smoky, and this vibrant color on the animals. It's really like brings out the emotion, I think. Around the world, in search of solutions, animal lovers come together. Over, under, across, through. Opening their minds and their hearts, they work to find ideas, answers. Construction crews work again, but these structures aren't for traveling people. They're for traveling animals. A bull elk picks his way through evergreens over a noisy Canadian highway. And the caption here says, the Trans-Canada Highway is home to more than 40 wildlife overpasses and underpasses. And the crossings don't just benefit elk. Bears, wolves, cougar, bighorn sheep, and other animals use these crossings too. A mama elephant thunders under a crowded Kenyan road. For many years, two groups of elephants, one from Mount Kenya's highlands and another from the plains and forest below, have been separated by a major highway. But with the addition of an elephant underpass, the two groups can now reconnect and share habitats. Squirrel gliders skitter across woven rope bridges stretched high above an Australian freeway. Wow, I love that word, skitter. Hume Highway, used by about 10,000 vehicles per day, was an extremely hazardous route for squirrel gliders. But now, thanks to the addition of rope bridges above the busy road, squirrel gliders can cross safely to breed and find food. Look at that cute face. Blue penguins hustle home to their chicks through a tiny tunnel beneath the New Zealand pavement. The blue penguins of Oamaru travel to the sea for food, but nest on the land. At sunset, the birds were forced to cross the busy road to get back to the chicks in their nests, until a lighted underpass was built to assist them. And once they discovered the safe crossing, the little birds made it their daily route. Wow, that's so cool. Red crabs scuttle up, and over an Australian bridge that leads to the Indian Ocean. Wow. Every year, sometime between October and January, Millions of red crabs leave the forest of Christmas Island and head for the Indian Ocean, where female crabs will lay their eggs. Specially built crab bridges help keep the brightly colored crustaceans out of harm's way on their journey. I've seen a real life video of this, and it's like wild. There's so many crabs going over this. Florida panthers slink under the roar of traffic above. Over time, the Florida panther's habitat has dwindled to almost nothing. Wildlife crossings help keep the animals away from the dangers of the roadways and open up broader areas for these endangered animals to grow and thrive. TD monkeys tightrope across blue rope bridges that keep them safe above a Costa Rican road. Costa Rica's smallest species of monkey, the titi, is endangered. A group of young people, kids saving the rainforest, found a solution to help save them. Thick blue ropes strung across roads enable the monkeys to move safely from one side to another. That's so cool! Kids saving the rainforest. I'll have to look that up later. Spotted salamanders shimmy through peewee passageways beneath a Massachusetts street. Each spring, as evening temperatures begin to rise, spotted salamanders in North Amherst head for the ponds where they will breed. Tiny crossings, aided by fencing to guide the little guys, were installed to help keep their travels safe. Coyotes creep over the rush of Arizona motorists below. Coyotes and many other animals, including javelinas, bobcats, rabbits, quail, deer, foxes, roadrunners, and skunks, use the crossings in Arizona. Wow, that's a lot of animals. Black bear cubs follow mama under a mountain highway. Before wildlife crossings were built on Highway 93 in Montana, engineers teamed up with biologists to search for the perfect place to build the crossings. They used sand pits to record animal footprints and even counted poop piles to discover the animals' favorite crossing spots. Interesting. Pangolins teeter-totter toward their burrows across a Singapore expressway. When the Bukit Timah Expressway in Singapore was built, it cut a wide swath of rainforest in two. The busy 6-lane road kept critically endangered Sudanda pangolins from food, shelter, and mates. But today, the hourglass-shaped wildlife bridge helps them safely find their way to the other side. A koala saunters through a tunnel along a ledge below an Australian road. Koalas can swim, but they prefer to keep their feet dry, a problem for crossings in low areas that can be full of water. To entice the furry marsupials to use the underpasses, workers added ledges and logs that act like bridges above the wet ground. Wow, that's so cool. Over, under, across, through. Around the world, these unique structures protect animals. Living proof that opening our minds and our hearts can make all the difference. Oh, and then there's some end pages that show us a map of the world and then some more information. And that's so interesting, just kind of looking at this from a big picture without reading the things. It's clear that these animal crossings are needed all over the world, and they exist all over the world. That's really interesting. Okay. Now, I wonder if you are feeling inspired like me to think about other ways we can help animals. Maybe it's crossing busy highways or other ways that they need their natural habitat sort of brought back to nature. It's really got me thinking, and I hope it's inspired you too.